How's it going, everybody? 10 Toes Down Motivations on it for another video. Hope you guys had a blessed day. I was just going through the Bible and I was just contemplating and thinking about, Yeshua never called himself the Christ in the Bible because Christ isn't a person. Okay? Christ isn't a person. Christ is a state of consciousness that we achieve when we are enlightened, when we are born again of the Spirit, when we activate the soul and are born again of the Spirit and raise our vibrational frequency and raise our conscious levels up to the Christ consciousness. But I want to read this because it basically says what I'm saying. This is Matthew chapter 25, starting at verse 22. And he says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets in those great signs and wonders, insomuch that if were possible, they should deceive the very elect. That's why it's so important to understand and overstand the teachings of Jesus, of Yeshua. Because Yeshua never called himself the Christ. It's a state of consciousness that he reached, which was the I am state, God frequency, the God state, the I am presence, the great I am. When you reach that presence, that's what God is. God is consciousness. There's levels to it. And so when we do all those things that we have to do to reach that state, then we are in the Christ consciousness state. We are in the Christ state. Following Jesus' teaching and doing what Jesus says to do will get you to the Christ consciousness state. He was the Messiah. He was the one that was here to show us the blueprint of how to get through this matrix system and to overcome the world. I love you guys. Keep pushing, keep loving, keep healing. All glory, praise, and respect to the Most High. Love you later.